Know what's happening with your input?
I don't know. It seems to be fine on stream. Hi, welcome. Oh, hold on. Music might be very
Nothing,
loud.
dude.
You can't hear me? That's insane.
No.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Great. You're hearing me through the MacBook mic. Whatever. It works.
I don't need to hear you through the fancy mic. The audience needs to hear you
Correct.
through the fancy mic.
Hello, audience.
Of which I assume there's at least a person?
Oh, are you hearing yourself right now?
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's not...
Hold on.
Yeah. Hello to Daily Tech News Show, among other viewers.
I can solve your issue. Can't I?
Oh, I was just going to soldier on.
No, that sucks. Cause
I'm a professional voice actor. I do this shit all the time.
yeah, but the only reason that you're having the issue is because I wanted me to not have the issue, and it's better. So I don't.
Before I finish opening this, what do you think I'm going to pull?
Is that Lego minifigure? I don't know what the options are.
It's the D&D minifigs. Just give me a class and a race.
Oh, Rogue Goblin.
I don't think there are goblins, but let's see if I pull a rogue.
Rogue Gnome.
I don't think there are gnomes. Well, pulled out a bow and arrow, so I'm thinking ranger.
Thinking Ranger, yeah.
Oh boy,
Oh.
I just saw another piece. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready for it. It's an Aarakocra!
Yeah! Aarakocra Ranger. Honestly, not a bad pull. I'm so stoked about this.
Jarnathan?
Jarnathan. And he's even got like little claws, little talons. This is the best. I love this. Oh my god, the legs are physically molded differently, dude.
That's very cool.
Fucking love Lego.
Alright.
Have I become a Lego adult? The answer is no. I was always a Lego adult.
Even when you were a child, you were a Lego adult.
Yeah.
Hello to those
Definitely
watching
Ranger
right
history,
now who
there's,
I
like,
believe
little
is just my actual real life friends. Thank you. Ooh, looks like Bang Answers did nothing. That's not good.
That sounds like a thing you need to fix on your end.
Wait, hold on. Is Bang Answers the command? Is that the right command?
Bang Answers was one of the commands because people kept using it.
Right. It seems like it's possible that Nightbot is just not configured right. Which is the one thing that I did not test. Let's click Join Channel. Nightbot online. All right, let's try that again.
Dude, I am fully stoked about this Aarakocra minifig.
That's pretty cool.
This is $5.
Hey, Bang Answers works again. Great. I just had to click a button on Nightbot.
Got an Aarakocra, got a puppy, got a bow and arrow. Honestly, solid day.
In case you were wondering, my fix for not double hearing you was making sure Skype is going through the mixer unit, which has nothing going. Just no headphones are plugged into this, and I'm hearing you through the OBS monitor.
Sure.
Just, not that it matters.
But for those of you who are curious about the technical side of production.
Yep.
I don't know. Well, Robbie's actually in the audience right now. So
We should be live on the DC Streamathon channel in around 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we will...
Which is why I showed up early.
Start the show. Yep.
Say it again. Now I know why when you guys do this over in Willie's stream on Friday night.
Oh,
Did you test the new title sequence?
One dub that goes, what the
Did I what?
Jay,
What?
well done, Jay.
Huh?
Did you test the titles?
Unfortunately, mine's
I did, yes.
all of them. What the
You said new, and I was like, there's no new title sequence. There's the title sequence.
I was throwing a wrench at you and seeing if you'd catch it.
Should be this bad boy. Check. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Perfect. Audio output doesn't matter. Camera is right. Great. Okay.
Excellent.
I swear I know how to do this. Honestly, especially like the fact that I'm at my cousin's place running this off my laptop, the fans are spinning. I've not heard the fans spin on this machine ever. I mean, I only got it less than a month ago. But like, the fans do not spin on this thing like this. But they are spinning up right now on running OBS. Although we are at 60 frames per second. I'm at 6.4% CPU usage. And knock on wood, only 133 dropped frames.
That's not bad.
That's great.
All considered.
That's as I've been saying all day, tremendous.
Ken Tremendous.
Ken Tremendous at FromElon.biz, yes.
You guys are raising $230. Every little bit helps. Thank you guys so much. That's totally
For those in chat right now, which again I believe is just my real life friends, you can start working on the visual round right now. And yes, W Scottus1, we are ready to go now technically, but yes, obviously I understand 5 minutes when we are to be live. So I do believe and hope that someone will be around to remind us when to when the New Year's happening, because I got a lot to work on my plate, and Joe may be a little high.
I will set an alarm for 59.
For 15 after?
59.
59. That makes a lot more sense, Joe. That makes a lot more sense than 15 after.
Learn how to count. Nope. You know what I just realized? Set an alarm for 4:59 in the morning.
Oh. Is your phone on military time?
Yeah.
I assumed.
So I should set this for 16:59, correct?
16:59 and 17:59. We got two New Years.
Cool. And 17:59.
not wrong.
This was. Did you not hear this at the wedding? Like, we were at the bar and Emma wanted to check my phone, and the time that spat out was like 23:47 or something.
I don't think I was present for that. No, but or maybe I was present. Oh, you mean at the bar after?
Yeah.
I was present for it, but there were a lot of conversations happening.
It was also very loud, and
It was very loud. I was across the table.
Oh dear God.
There was a live musician.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, this level of
With a very strange. I don't know what his set was. His set was weird. It seemed like the vibes were not like great for that set, but he was really good and the songs were good. It's just the vibes seemed wrong.
Donate $2,000 to see
I feel like that describes a lot of live musicians.
Sure.
we don't take James. Hey,
I have my tablet here as if I'm going to use it for something, but I'm not. It's just sitting right here in front. I mean, I was using it to watch YouTube videos before we went live, but
Can I just say, if this is how the dubs I can't wait to see what happens at 1:30 a.m.
Hey, perfect.
time. But just, we'll be back, by the way. We'll be back for some What the Dub then.
Thank you, W. Scottis1.
Thank you very much.
I was hoping to see this.
Thank you very much. Hondo! Thank you so much for the donation. $100 there we are.
32 minutes.
This stream's
hell
cool.
yeah.
This must be it. Oh, right. I should load that up too. Oh, you know what? I can use this to run Spotify off.
$1,400. Luca.
That is the cheapest move right
Do is I'm going to do this tile screening, which truly I don't have to do. There's no reason for me to be watching the stream on Twitch, and
I
yet
think I want a fourth monitor. I mean, it's not
Speak on
truly
that.
something that's never going to be needed again, and something I don't really need right now. But it would be a little nice to have a fourth monitor at this very moment. It would also be really nice
I
to
can
have
do
my
that.
Stream Deck, which I didn't bring with me.
I think that would solve a lot of issues. You could just pipe a lot more things through the
Yeah, there's a
Stream
lot that
Deck.
can be piped through the Stream Deck, which would be handy, but it's okay. Everything's fine.
There are a lot of like single button bindings on the Stream Deck. Man, Stream Decks are
Stream Decks
cool.
are cool. I got mine off of Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or something. I met a guy in a Target parking lot, gave him $80 or something like that, and then came home with a Stream Deck, and it was really useful for the year and a half we were doing this every week. It was also really nice for
And
the,
you got a valuable skill set.
it was also really nice for the Zoom quiz, the Zoom Geeks quiz that I also did.
Sure.
I would never have bought it for the Zoom Geeks quiz. I bought it for this, and then I was like, well, I have this stuff that I can use for the essentially same thing.
Piquero wants to know, can we only submit once or can we lock in our visual round answers now? You should be able to submit now.
You can... You can, if you resubmit them later, don't do that. If you want to lock them in now, but you have until the end of round 4. So if we're going to keep thinking about them for 4 rounds, then do that. Oh, hey, look at that. We are now live on the DC Streamathon channel. Hello, all the DC Streamathon people. Sorry that I was talking while the people before me were still talking. Troy, I believe, was before us. But we are going to do a live pub quiz in just a minute or so. So I am going to show you now this thing, and we're going to go off mic for a moment, and we'll be back in a minute. This is the Speakeasy Pub Quiz for Tuesday, December 31st, 2024. Today's quiz, 24K Magic. There we go. Welcome to Speakeasy Pub Quiz. Hello, my name is Naim Siddiqui. Joining me as always, Joe Cuevas. How's it going, Joe?
It's going. Yeah, happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Happy Tuesday.
Happy New Year's Eve and Happy New Year to certain time zones and not others yet, but it will be in later time zones.
Yes, that's correct.
Those
That
are
is how
words.
counting and time zones work.
That is how time zones work. Yes. This is a live stream pub quiz. If you've never played a pub quiz before, find a team, come up with a team name. They can be in person, they can be on Zoom, they can be on your Discord, whatever your video chat of choice is, and come up with a team name. It can just be your name if you're playing alone. Try not to make it just me, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of just me's. But this is going to be a 2024 themed live pub quiz. We used to do this every week back during the pandemic. I guess we're still technically during the pandemic. Back during lockdowns.
Yeah,
But,
that's more accurate.
Now we do this once a year, and it's a lot of fun. So if you don't have a team together yet, find somebody quickly. If you do have a team together, great. If you want to grab an answer sheet, bang answers to get an answer sheet. We also have a visual round you can get started on right away. That is round number 5. You have until the end of round 4 to complete and submit that visual round. Let me turn this off. Like I was saying before in our pre-show, I don't have my Stream Deck with me, which means everything I'm doing is mouse today. So things may be even less smooth than they were when we were doing this weekly.
Hey, it's fine. It's been 2 years.
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been. Here are the rules of the quiz. Rule number 1, don't put the answer in the chat. That's the same as yelling answers out. And you don't want to do that. You want to put the answers in the answer form. So if you hit bang answers, that's how you get the answer form. That's how you put the answers down. Joe, what's rule number 2?
Fuck if I remember, dude. Rule number 2 is don't cheat. I know that you are all on a smart device of some kind. You're watching this on Twitch. You have the internet at your disposal. Do not use the internet. The internet lies to you sometimes. And also, the point is to test what's in you and your teammates' brains, not in what's on ChatGPT's brain. So don't cheat.
Yeah. Plus, what's in ChatGPT's brain is usually wrong anyway. Rule number 3, be nice to us. We put a lot of work into writing this quiz. If something is wrong, factually, just let us know, hey, I think that's wrong, and we will double check to make sure that we are right. It's happened before, not super duper often, but we have in the past made what is arguably a mistake.
It did happen like on the very first quiz.
Did it happen on the first, not on the Star Wars quiz, on the Top Gun one?
No, on the Star Wars quiz.
Did it happen on the Star
It
Wars
was
quiz?
about like who was in the cockpit.
Oh, yeah. I think we didn't. We had like 4 acceptable answers, and there was like 5 or 6 acceptable answers, something like that. Yeah, that's true.
But I also like regularly write to Geeks Editorial and say this is wrong. So like, I get it, gang. I get it.
Yeah. Yep. Gameplay rules. Quiz consists of 7 rounds of 7 questions each. Those rounds include a music round, visual round, a video round, and a random knowledge round. Once again, actually, Joe, you can talk about the visual round.
Yeah, visual round is available at Bang Answers, not Bang Answers, Bang Viz. You can submit the answers anytime between now and the end of round 5. We're going to grade it at along with round 5. So you can play that now, and I will provide the answers around the same time we do the sports round.
Yes. Yeah, I mixed that up. Visual round is round 4, not round 5. It was round 5 in the quiz. It used to be round 5. Anyway, most rounds have 7 points available. Some have 14. Rounds 2 and 7 will have 14 available points tonight. So those are that's it. We don't have any sort of doubling mechanism. Just letting you know that rounds 2 and 7 have 14 available points tonight. That's all. All right, round number 1 is called Television Rules the Nation. It's around on the TV news from the year. Here is question number 1. Question number 1. Ooh, that is in the way. There we go. Just this month, it was revealed that Warner Bros. Discovery would not be renewing their contract with which children's television series after its 55th season, putting its future in danger and making Joe very sad.
It's a travesty is what it is.
Question number 1 again. Just this month, it was revealed that Warner Bros. Discovery would not be renewing their contract with which children's television series, putting its future in danger after its 55th season, putting its future in danger and making Joe very sad.
I simply think this should be on public television.
I agree. I'm sad too. I'm just not as sad as you are.
Right. No, like this is a contrast thing.
Yeah.
Like you're sad, I'm very sad.
You're very sad. Correct. Renagu's pointed out it's 22 minutes until 2025 in Greece, South Africa, with some exceptions. Kiev, Ukraine, Finland, Romania, Egypt, Bulgaria, Botswana, Estonia, Zimbabwe, Latvia, Zambia, Libya, Cyprus, much of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Sudan, Burundi, Namibia, Malawi, Rwanda, Lebanon, South Sudan, Mozambique, Moldova, Lesotho, Lithuania, Eswatini, islands, and small region of Russia.
So we'll see you guys in 20 minutes or so. Want to flip to question 2? Perfect. Unfortunately, writer/artist/character designer Akira Toriyama, known for work on Chrono Trigger, Dragon Age, and what shonen manga and anime, passed away earlier this year, making Nime very sad.
You see what we did there was a parallel construction.
Parallelism. It's a good literary device. Question number 2, again. Unfortunately, writer/artist/character designer Akira Toriyama, known for work on Chrono Trigger, Dragon Age, and what shonen manga and anime, passed away earlier this year, making Nime very sad. And yes, it is telling that the work I knew him from was Chrono Trigger.
By the way, if it wasn't clear in your answer sheet, you should mark round 1 at the top. Obviously, this is round number 1, and then you'll put your answers in at the end of the round. It will enter your answer in to hit submit and whatnot. I should open up the sheets here to have that ready to work on.
Yeah, I messed that up. He did Dragon Quest, not Dragon Age.
Oh, yeah.
That makes significantly more sense.
That is absolutely true, absolutely correct, and on me for not fact checking that. I just saw a dragon and I was like, yeah, he did that.
Yeah. He definitely did Dragon Quest. Dragon more like his art style.
Yep. And it's not like I didn't know that. I was just like, yeah, I see Dragon.
Yeah, it's like video game that you worked on, and the thing we're looking for.
Correct. Yep. All right. Question
Speaking
number 3. Is there a problem here? In February, Comedy Central announced that which former host would be returning to host The Daily Show once a week, less than a year after his Apple TV Plus show was canceled. Question 3 again. Is there a problem here? In February, Comedy Central announced that which former host would be returning to host The Daily Show once a week, less than a year after his Apple TV Plus show was canceled. By the way, feel free to yell at me if the music gets too loud. I don't think it is. It should be talk-overable, but...
Right. Man. Music is good. Thanks, MK.
Great. First time chat. MK also messaged me 20 minutes ago saying, how will we do the trivia? And then NVM got it, so.
Look, the gang is trying their best.
I believe in each and every one of you.
For your own ways and your own reasons. Question number 4. It has a perfectly normal name, and that name is Dropout. Earlier this year, this company adopted the name of their streaming service after going by what other demographic-specific moniker for decades? Yes, this has been around a long time. Question number 4 again. It has a perfectly normal name, and that name is Dropout. Earlier this year, this company adopted the name of their streaming service after going by what other demographic-specific moniker for decades? Although I do think it was a good move to rebrand to Dropout.
Good morning.
What's interesting? Because it was already, I don't know.
Hello, hey,
It was already DBA as something else, is what you're saying.
Timothy!
Yeah.
You're not
don't
allowed
know.
on the street anymore, and you know why? Why? On account
I mean,
of the
considering
crime.
that I also physically regularly go by the place that he dropped out of.
foggy day where the
There's
ocean
that.
marine layer
The high
gets
school?
stuck in our mountain range.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, the mountains over there next
Where
to the
is
sea.
Sam Reich from?
How can that be?
Africa, as we all are.
How can that be? While the
All right,
mountains
question
stretch
number
right
5.
down
After over 400 episodes in 19 seasons across 30 years, Sam Waterston made his final appearance as District Attorney Jack McCoy on what NBC franchise that would have a character with that job and that many seasons? Question number 5. After over 400 episodes in 19 seasons across 30 years, Sam Waterston made his final appearance as District Attorney Jack McCoy on what NBC franchise that would have a character with that job and that many seasons? Oh, switch back to your face instead of
We
putting music on.
shorten it to Mount.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe can never hear the music I'm playing, but I do want you to know, Joe, that currently playing is Welcome to Mount Point.
Good. I was wondering whether Dylan just wanted to reference Welcome to Mount Fort, or
Yeah, no, it's playing.
Don't ask me.
You can ask.
Don't ask me. You can ask me. Get back inside.
I was straight up listening to Off Book last night. After trying and failing to listen to 2 different musicals by Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Theodosia played
15
next.
minutes from midnight.
15 minutes from midnight. Let's try to get through another couple rounds before we get to midnight. Question number 6, Joe.
Yeah. Question number 6. Everything's coming up. Pamela Hayden. The actress announced that she would leave The Simpsons earlier this year after a decades-long run as which insecure 4th grader? Now, because we're looking for a human being, arguably, you can give me his first name, his last name, or some combination thereof. Question number 6 again. Everything's coming up. Pamela Hayden. The actress announced that she would leave The Simpsons earlier this year after a decades-long run as which insecure 4th grader?
Can I play the compilation of Vic, Lou, and Jake swearing? Maybe.
Daddy, no. Daddy, don't do this.
There we go. I have a PC keyboard in front of me, and so I know I hit Control there, but I don't hit Control there. I hit Windows to get to.
It's correct.
It's killing
Key
me.
bindings are weird.
It's
And I think Windows key bindings are cum. Point of clarification, Daddy, is Windows an entity that I should refer to as Daddy?
Please stop.
You know, a town with money's a little like the mule with a spinning wheel. No one knows how he got it, and danged if he knows how to use it.
Mule.
The name's Lanley, Lyle Lanley.
But I didn't
And
say
I come
Joe
before you
says.
good people tonight with an idea. Probably the greatest... Oh, it's not for you. It's more of a Shelbyville idea.
Now, wait just a minute. We're twice as smart as the people of Shelbyville. Just tell us your idea and we'll vote for it.
I always forget how long the intro to the monorail song is. All right, question number 7 is our last question of this round. In July, Nepo baby David Ellison announced that his company, Skydance Media, would be acquiring and merging with what major entertainment conglomerate, the parent company of the second oldest film studio in the U.S.? Question number 7 again. In July, Nepo baby David Ellison announced that his company, Skydance Media, would be acquiring and merging with what major entertainment conglomerate, the parent company of the second oldest film studio in the U.S.? And now what we're going to do is we're going to put all the answers up here on the screen. We're going to give you 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to finish up, wrap up writing your answers, and submit your round. Your 2 minutes start now. And you know what is just over 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes long is the Simpsons theme. So we'll play that.
Fitting. I tabbed over to Discord so I could message someone something on Discord, and then I realized that I had it tiled open in a different tab on the screen.
This keyboard also is bad.
It sounds bad.
It's my cousin's keyboard. This is my cousin's place. This is just the stuff that he has.
Right.
I already complained about the mouse, but I think I don't know. I was gonna say maybe I'm just using my mechanical keyboard at home, but I have no problems with the keyboard built into my MacBook. I think it's just a bad Lenovo, like a cheap Lenovo keyboard.
Can you send me the spreadsheet I asked you for?
Should be in your Sheets history, but that's fine.
I don't want to dig through that. Are you kidding me?
There's a search function. It's Google. Okay, I get it. You got about 10 seconds left, just about 10 seconds left to submit your answers. I currently have answers from 3 teens for round number 1. There's 4.
Oh, yeah. Beer bust, beer blast, keggers, Steinhoist, AA meetings,
Doing this.
beer
There we
night.
go.
It's
All right, we can
wonderful,
stop the
Marge.
Stonecutter theme. We do. We do. All right, looks like our answers are mostly in. That is absolutely correct, actually.
It's not wrong. It's not what we were looking for, but it's very correct.
It's 100% correct.
Yeah. It fits
I think
all
you
the
could
criteria.
argue that there's one adjective that does not apply to it, but it's correct.
Yeah, no, I think it fits the question as described.
It absolutely does. All right. Answers are all in, so we are going to give you round 1 answers, and we're going to do this quickly. And so that means that I am not going to show our faces during this, because that means it's going to go
That's
quicker.
fair.
Oh, by the way, donate! Children's Miracle Network Hospitals raise funds and awareness for 170 member hospitals that provide 32 million treatments each year to kids across the U.S. and Canada. Donations stay local to fund critical treatments and healthcare services, pediatric medical equipment, and charitable care. If you scroll down on Twitch, you can see a link. You can hit bang donate in the chat, or you can go to dcstreamathon.org/speakeasy. We are specifically supporting the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals of St. Louis, which is my hometown, where I actually am currently. Normally, I'm not here when I'm doing quiz, but today I am. So we're supporting SSM Cardinal Glennon Hospital as well as the St. Louis Children's Hospital. So dcstreamathon.org/speakeasy, or hit bang donate and chat to get to that link. MK did donate, and we thank you for your donation. Okay, here's round 1 answers. Question number 1. Just this month revealed that Warner Brothers Discovery would not be renewing their contract with Sesame Street, making Joe very sad. Joe loves Muppets of all shapes and sizes.
Capital and lowercase.
Yes. Question 2.
But we only have 10 minutes, so we're not going to get into that. Question 2. Unfortunately, writer, artist, character designer Akira Toriyama, known for work on Chrono Trigger, Dragon Age, and what manga and anime, passed away earlier this year, making Nine very sad. We were looking for Dragon Ball Z Kai. We would have accepted Dr. Slump.
We fully accept Dr. Slump. That is correct. And now
Toriyama
I can take my hoodie off and have my Dragon Ball shirt showing. All right.
Akira Toriyama absolutely did Dr. Slump.
He absolutely did Dr. Slump.
Absolutely.
And honestly, he was famous for Dr. Slump before he made Dragon Ball. Don't have time for this. Question 3. Comedy Central announced that which former host will return to host The Daily Show once a week. That is Jon Stewart.
Question number 4. It has a perfectly normal name, and that name is Dropout. Earlier this year, the company adopted the name of their streaming service after going by College Humor for a long time.
Question
humor
number
cult.
5.
We're trying
400
to
episodes,
solve
19
this.
seasons, 30 years. Sam Waterston made his final appearance as DA Jack McCoy on Law and Order. He actually had a little bit more than that because he appeared in some episodes of SVU and Criminal Intent and whatnot, but those were in the proper Law and Order show that went away and came back,
Right.
et cetera, et cetera. Question 6. All right.
Question number 6. Everything's coming up. Pamela Hayden, the actress, announced that she would leave The Simpsons earlier this year after a decades-long run as Milhouse Van Houten. Or just Milhouse.
Yeah. I think it's Van Houten, but Joe doesn't watch The Simpsons.
Van Houten?
Okay. Question 7. In July, Nepo baby David Ellison announced that Skydance Media would be acquiring and merging with Paramount. Paramount Global. Universal is the oldest, not the second oldest, which owns NBC. MGM is an Amazon owned now. So that sucks.
Yeah.
That's all. All right. Round number 2 is called Number 1 Record. This is our music round. Here's how this works. Every one of these songs was number 1 on the charts at some point this year. Name the title and artist of each song. 1 point for title, 1 point for artist. To maybe help you out, we've listed them in order by the date of when they first reached number 1 this year. So they were all number 1 hits in the year of our Lord, 2024. We're going to start and just put both the song title and artist, does not matter which order, in one box in the answer sheet. Cool? Cool.
I will copy and paste the Sal into a different thing if I need to read it.
Yeah. Here we go. Question number 1.
Don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print. That's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy.
That was question number 1. Here is question number 2.
Stick around, round, 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 round. Stick around. And I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a bitch, come take it to the floor now. Woo!
That was question number 2. Here's question number 3.
Don't know what you heard or what you thought about your
Nope,
boy,
that's
but
question number 1 again. This is question number 3.
But while in this world, I think I'll take my whiskey and leave. My coffee black and my bed at 3.
That was number 3. Here's question number 4.
I touched you. I love you. It's ruining my life. You. It's ruining my life. I touched you.
That was number 4. Here's number 5.
Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck 'em up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
That was number 5. That was a little embarrassing. Here's number 6.
Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. I beg you don't embarrass me, motherfucker.
That was number 6. Here is number 7.
1. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more. 2 stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey.
All right, that was round number 2. We're going to hear all those again one more time. Remember, 1 point for the song title, 1 point for the artist. I think we have just enough time to hear all of these again one more time before we wish a happy new year to a bunch of places. So here we go once again with question number 1.
Don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print. That's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy. I know whips and chains and you can't tie me down.
That was number 1. Here's number 2.
Stick around, round, 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 round. Stick around. And I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a bitch, come take it to the floor now. Woo!
That was 2. Here's number 3.
But while in this world, I think I'll take my whiskey and leave my coffee bag in my bed at 3.
That was number 3. Here's number 4.
I touched you. I love you. It's ruining my life. You is ruining my life. I touched you.
That was number 4. Here's number 5.
Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck 'em up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
That was 5. Here is number 6.
Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. I beg you don't embarrass me, motherfucker.
That was number 6, and here's number 7.
1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more. 2 stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey.
All right. You got a couple of minutes here to submit your answers. I would put a clock up, but actually, in the time... you know what? I'm going to put the timer up anyway, but you have until we wish the Happy New Year to all the places, because that's coming up in about a minute here.
45, 44. And I'm just going to let it keep going.
Yeah. Oh no. There we go. Let me find my clock, because that will help me put up the timer on screen.
Seconds, so.
There we go. All right, yes, about 30 seconds until the new year in a bunch of places. So I am going to do that. There we go. All right.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10,
Here we go.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
The thing is making noise. There we go.
Happy New Year!
Diamond Club
Happy
hopes
New
you have
Year
enjoyed
to
this
Greece,
year.
South Africa, most of Kiev, Ukraine, Finland, Israel, Romania, Egypt, Bulgaria, Botswana, Estonia, Palestine, Zimbabwe, Latvia, Zambia, Libya, Cyprus.
Yeah.
Much of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, Burundi, Namibia, Malawi, Rwanda, Lebanon, South Sudan, Mozambique, Moldova, Lesotho, Lithuania, Eswatini, Island Islands, and a small region.
Small region. So that was round 2.
I think we still got technically another 20 seconds or so for round 2 answers. So take your moment here as Auld Lang Syne plays very loudly. It's so loud. I should turn that down. There we go. All right. Hey, and thank you, Daily Tech News Show, for the raid.
Thanks, DTNS.
Welcome. We just finished round 2, and that's not going to help you. But round 3 is coming up, and feel free to join our quiz or find a team that already exists and join them. That's totally cool. Or just watch. Just hang out with us. That's totally fine, too. We're here. We're doing trivia about the year that just is in the middle of concluding here and has concluded in a bunch of countries. That's so funny.
The fact that it... Oh. I thought it was the break in the time zones, and then I scrolled up.
Yeah. Absolutely right. That's anyway. All right, here are the answers for round number 2. Starting with question number...
Don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print. That's how bad you won't be spotted around your boy. I don't like no whips and chains and you can't tie me down.
That is Lovin' on Me by Jack Harlow. That first hit number 1 on the 13th of January. Here's question number 2.
Stick around, round, if I can't slow dance with you. Come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a bitch, come take it to the floor now. Woo!
I believe you, Willie. Don't worry.
Read it correctly.
Question 2 is Texas Hold'em by Beyonce. That first hit number 1 in March 2nd. Here's question number 3.
But while in this world, I think I'll take my whiskey and leave.
Number 3 is Too Sweet by Hosier. That hit number 1 on the 27th of April. Here's question 4. Fortnite by Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone. You just need Taylor Swift there. If you did have Post Malone, that's fine. But if you only had Taylor Swift, that's fine too. But if you only had Post Malone, no points. Question number 5.
Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck 'em up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you
yeah, number 5, that is Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. That is from the 18th of May. MK, you get 1 point for the artist and 1 point for the song. So that's fine. Number 6.
My ego's another. I beg you don't embarrass me, motherfucker.
Number 6, that is Please, Please, Please by Sabrina Carpenter. That was in June 29th. And number 7.
Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more. 2 stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good lord.
That is a bar song, parentheses, Tipsy by Shabuzi. That first hit number 1 on July 13th. And pretty much stayed number 1 for the rest of the year until Mariah took over. There were, because Mariah takes over at the end of the year every year for All for Christmas Is You. There were a couple of songs, like Squabble Up by Kendrick Lamar had like a week that was there, and I think a Post Malone song hit number 1 for a week. But a bar song, Tipsy, has been number 1 pretty much since July. So, anyway. That's it for round number 2. We'll do a standings check after round number 3, but first we got to play round number 3, and Joe is going to bring round number 3 to you now.
And that's because round number 3 is our science round for the evening. Tonight we're playing 6 scientific truths and a lie. How this round works is I will give you 7 questions about science-related events that occurred in 2024. However, one of these questions is completely made up. To get that question correct, just answer it with the word lie. That's right, everyone. It's a game changer. Question number 1.
By the way, I do want to real quick before we do this, shout out to friend of the show Jimmy Williams, who wrote this round and also coded the whole PowerPoint that we use every single week and have used since COVID. Obviously, every single year now, but we used every single week. So shout out to Jimmy. Thank you so much, Jimmy, for writing this round for us. I love you very much, and I'll see you next Monday.
The best.
All right.
All right, question number 1. In March, the European Southern Observatory released the first polarized light image of a black hole located at the center of which galaxy? The good news is I've worked in science journalism for like 2 years now, so like none of these were completely surprises to me.
You're fine on the pronunciation on some of the weird ones, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
There were some that I was like, I understand that you need to provide a pronunciation guide, but Nine is not the person reading this.
Sure. But even then, there's some of them like you still need a pronunciation guide.
The European Southern Observatory released the first polarized light image of a black hole located at the center of which galaxy? Like legit, you give me Latin, I'll play. I'll play with Latin.
Yeah. Oh. That should be playing off of my computer. That's not playing. Why is that up? There we go. Hold on.
Dylan's just in the chat talking about please, please, please is ending.
This computer, please. Thank you. Hey, there we go. That's music.
Music.
Yeah, it definitely is a faux Southern accent thing. The thing is, she did that on Girl Meets World as a bit to make fun of a character. And
Yeah.
so just kind of a throwback to that show that I only watched the Boy Meets World episodes of.
But also, like, where she got, like, her big professional start, really.
Right.
So, like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
She and Danielle Fishel are still very close.
Yes. In height, too.
Question number 2. In April, tens of millions of people had the chance to witness phenomena such as Bailey's beads and the diamond ring effect at the event sometimes referred to as the Great North American what? Question number 2 again. In April, tens of millions of people had the chance to witness phenomena such as Bailey's beads and the diamond ring effect at the event sometimes referred to as the Great North American what? I would show off my glasses for this event, but they went through the wash right after.
It would also be kind of a giveaway.
Don't have
Joe, are you familiar with Rot 13?
With
Rot
what?
13. Rot 13 is a.
Not by that name.
It's like a
I
cryptic.
understand substitution.
So it's a cipher. It's a basic cipher.
Yeah.
So when Jimmy sent me these questions, he sent the answers in Rot 13 in case I wanted to play. Which I did, but I didn't need him in Rot 13. I'm good enough at not scrolling down and cheating. But yeah, he sent it to me in Rot 13 and then gave me a Rot 13 translator.
I was wondering why the answers were just filed off.
Yeah. I forgot to add them in, and then you did them by getting them right, so.
I'm realizing now that I've also written trivia for work weekly,
Yeah.
and I could have just sent you those.
Fair enough.
Question number 3. Hundreds of new animal species are discovered every year, including, in June, a vegetarian piranha named after which Lord of the Rings character? I don't think I covered this story, but this is exactly the sort of story I would cover for
Yeah,
work.
it seems right up your alley and everything.
Yeah. It's like biodiversity. We're in the Amazon. There's a weird cultural reference I can make. I did do something like this for Star Trek, though. Question 3, again. Hundreds of new animal species are discovered every year, including, in June, a vegetarian piranha named after which Lord of the Rings character?
If it wasn't clear, this is a picture of the piranha.
Ned saying he wants to play Dragon Quest 3. Same. I get you. We see you, friend. We see you, friend. We get you.
You see me, babe. You see me, babe. You see LA. I'm singing a different song than the song that's playing. This is the worst thing about me as a human being.
Sure.
I do it all the time. Now I'm gonna play Toxic 3 times in a row. All right.
Not Empire State of Mind.
Jesus Christ. We'll explain that inside joke after question 4.
There's this recurring thing where we'll just run into one song everywhere.
Yeah.
It's the worst. Question 4. In July, an AI trained by computer scientists on mathematical theorems was able to disprove the Reichland conjecture, a 90-year-old mathematical problem related to what specific kinds of numbers which are only divisible by themselves and 1. Question number 4 again. In July, an AI trained by computer scientists on mathematical theorems was able to disprove the Reichland conjecture, a 90-year-old mathematical problem related to what specific kinds of numbers which are only divisible by themselves and 1. Play What's New Pussycat several times in a row with 1. It's not unusual. That's the thing, Nedge. This is Naim and I's actual
It's a thing that
experience.
really happened.
Like, It's a great stand-up bit. It's infuriating in person.
Yeah, it's funny when you're the one who's doing it to other people. It's less funny to, at least to me, when you're in Times Square and literally the only song you can ever hear is Empire State of Mind over and over and over and over. I was okay with Toxic.
We like round the corner and like there's a different person with a different jukebox. And it's like, oh, maybe it'll be like, you know, New York, New York.
Yeah.
No, it's Empire State of Mind, picking up exactly where the other jukebox
It was crazy. It's like they did it on purpose. The only respite is when we went down past where they were doing Moulin Rouge, where everyone was playing Lady Marmalade.
Which is fitting.
Yeah.
All of this to say, Hell's Kitchen is the best part of Midtown Manhattan. Question 5. A study released in September by the makers of the drug... I read this earlier. I said I wasn't going to mess this up. Okay, lenacapavir. A study released in September by the makers of the drug lenacapavir reported an amazing 96% efficacy rate in the prevention of the transmission of, which was first identified in 1983.
Gave us a pronunciation guide and everything.
I use it.
Yeah.
I'm surprisingly bad at drug names, considering how good I am at random Latin.
But drug names are just gibberish.
Right. Like they're like standard chemistry names, but they go too long and they don't follow any real chemistry conventions.
Yeah.
Question 5 again. A study released in September by the makers of the drug lenacapavir reported an amazing 96% efficacy rate in the prevention of the transmission of what deadly virus, which was first identified in 1983. Should I audition for the Clue Crew?
Is there still a Clue Crew?
No.
I was going to say, I thought they sunsetted that.
They did.
Sad.
I'm just sad about the state of modern Jeopardy.
I don't mind the at-large state of it, but it is sad that there's no Clue Crew anymore.
Yeah. Like, sometimes you just want to throw to a different presenter, and it's nice to have that stable of extra hosts.
Right. Yeah, especially as opposed to this is an ad, which they do quite a bit of.
Yeah, like, we're going to throw to this person representing this organization giving an award asking for money.
I'm actually even more fine with that than here's Lin-Manuel Miranda, go watch Hamilton. Or there's been other ones that are more annoying than Lin-Manuel Miranda and Hamilton, but that's the one that I remember specifically happening.
Like, Naim and I are both, like, known people who like Lin-Manuel Miranda. Yeah. It's just also...
Like, here's Alan Richson, go watch Reacher on Amazon, you know? Like, it's like, whatever, you know?
Yeah. Question number 6. Also in September, the UK closed its last power plant, which ran on the bituminous version of what kind of fuel? Because the other thing is, like, I've had so much hosting experience, like, reading trivia at this point, that's like, yeah, I know I can play the character of being a trivia player if I were to go on Jeopardy.
Sure.
But man, would I love presenting.
Yeah.
Question 6 again. Also in September, the UK closed its last power plant, which ran on the bituminous version of what kind of fuel? You think Jackbox is hiring?
If they are, you gotta send that my way. They are local. That's a Chicago company. I mean, not that you also, you know, whatever, but...
Right. Hey, I'm wearing a Chicago jersey today.
That's
not
true.
One that anyone cares about, but...
In fact, one that a lot of people care about. That's kind of the problem.
In honor of the Winter Classic, I didn't want to wear a Blackhawks jersey. I think this is reasonable.
Correct.
Question number 7. In October, scientists built a map of the nearly 140,000 neurons and the more than 50 million synapses in the brain of what creature whose scientific name is Drosophila melanogaster?
Yeah, I will say Drosophila melanogaster is way easier than lenacapavir. 100%. I'm on your side on that one.
Especially because it's like I know enough like word roots to just piece it together.
I probably would have said Drosophila.
Yeah, I mean, like, the stresses are kind of arbitrary.
Yeah.
Nobody speaks ecclesiastical Latin, let alone academic Latin. So,
Anyway.
Question 7 again. In October, scientists built a map of the nearly 140,000 neurons and the more than 50 million synapses in the brain of what creature, whose scientific name is Drosophila melanogaster? This is also just like what I do in like other trivia reading gigs I have, where like I've done science trivia so often that I can just read Latin with conviction. 2 minutes on the clock. Go ahead and get your answers in.
And as a reminder, the conceit of this round, one of these questions is completely made up. It is a lie. So to get the point for that, you just say the word lie. Or you can just put down 7 answers and know you're going to get one wrong.
Do you think someone would do that?
Just go on the internet and tell lies?
Internet and tell lies? Again, I simply think we should have more public television.
I think public television is great.
Public television rules the nation.
It rules a certain nation for sure.
Oh, there are a lot of confident guesses here. I'm not saying on which questions, but there are a lot of confident guesses.
Wow, that's really funny.
Right? It also tells me that I need to find a citation for something. Here we go. Maybe I should make a video on that.
Get that bag. It's really funny seeing these answers.
Right?
What's funny is that's not what I thought at all.
No.
Time is up. I was not even looking. Time's up. If you're not submitted your answers, turn them in now. As we are going to give you answers in just a moment here.
I'm pretty certain we have everyone.
Here we go. There's that.
Somehow I read bituminous as bioluminescent. That's why we have the audio track, folks.
This is where we technically take a scoring break. Do we need a scoring break, Joe?
I think we're all scored up.
I think we're all scored up, so...
I think you might need to fix one team and how they chose to spell things with or without spaces.
Great. So let me take that moment to do fixes. We'll be back in just a minute.
It is...
Hold on, wait.
You're
not muted yet. Hold on. Now you're muted.
This must be it. Welcome to the new year. The drinks were consumed, the plants were destroyed, and the hors d'oeuvres dismantled. I'm not smiling behind this fake veneer. I am often interrupted or completely ignored. But most of all, I'm bored. I'm trying to find out if my words have any meaning. Lackluster and full of contempt when it always ends the same. Why won't she listen to me? Why did I I come? Oh, why did I come here? These humans all suck. I'd rather be home feeling violent and lonely. I'm not trying to sound so insincere, but the postcard that's taped to the freezer reads, wish you were here. How I wish I could disappear. I'm trying to find out if my words have any meaning. Lackluster and full of contempt, and it always ends the same. Heads up, damage control, there's a ring around her finger. Last chance for changing lanes, and you missed it by a mile.
Does that look how it should?
It does look how it should. Hold on, I gotta do this again. There we go. Tremendous, fantastic, beautiful.
Fremulon.
Not a doctor. All right, before we do the standings check, it's time for round 3 answers.
Yep. All right. Going back to question number 1. In March, the European Southern Observatory released the first polarized light image of a black hole. We were looking for our very own Milky Way on this one. Question number 2. In April, tens of millions of people had the chance to witness phenomena such as Bailey's beads and the diamond ring effect at the event sometimes called the Great North American Eclipse. I went to New Hampshire for this. Question number 3. Hundreds of new animal species are discovered every year, including in June, a vegetarian piranha named after which Lord of the Rings character due to a vertical strip that makes it look like an eyeball. We were looking for Sauron on this one. This is a real thing. I just linked the study in the chat. Have fun, folks. So which one's the lie? Which one's the lie? Question number 4. In July, an AI trained by computer scientists on mathematical theorems was able to disprove the Reichland conjecture, a 90-year-old mathematical problem related to what specific kinds of numbers which are only divisible by themselves in 1. We gave a definition for prime numbers, but this in fact did not happen. This was the lie.
There is no such thing as the Reichland conjecture, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
It's truly just, yeah.
And Nime was at some point a math major, so I would be inclined to believe him.
I mean,
question number 5.
I wouldn't be inclined to believe me. I just looked it up and I was like, oh, that's not showing up.
Cool. Question 5. A study released in September by the makers of the drug lenacapavir reported an amazing 96% efficacy rate in the prevention of transmission of what deadly virus, which was first identified in 1983. We were looking for HIV. We also would have accepted AIDS, which is the disease HIV the virus causes.
Yeah.
Question number 6. Also in September, the UK closed its last power plant, which ran on the bituminous version of what kind of fuel? We were looking for bituminous coal in this one.
This is the one that I thought was the lie, actually.
That they misread that as bioluminescent, which affected their answer. Trust me, I would love it if we had algae-based power. That would be fantastic.
I was going to say, yeah. The UK is like, we need to stop using algae-based power. That's... This is the one I assumed was a lie, that they were like, nah, they probably still use this.
Yeah. No, it's one of those things where, like, it's incremental progress, right? They're trying to ease back so that they can actually greenify their electrical grid. Do the opposite of what Alphabet wants. Question 7. In October, scientists built a map of the nearly 140,000 neurons and more than 50 million synapses in the brain of what creature, whose scientific name is Drosophila melanogaster? This is the common fruit fly. This is what I thought the lie would have been, because, like, why would that not have been done already?
That would be a mean lie. Jimmy and I talk about that stuff all the time, where, like, that's just a mean way to put the question together, where it's like, it did happen, but it happened last year. Like, that sucks.
Sure. It's just like, I would have assumed that it got done, like, 2 or 3 years ago, because there's been so much, like, brain mapping in that sphere lately.
Yeah, for sure. All right, it is time for a standings check. Right now in 7th place, it is Casey.
Moving up the table in 6th, we have Desmo.
In 5th place, Wonder Realm Fuma.
In 4th, we have Robotnik Fan Club.
In 3rd, Nolan Arredondo.
And in 2nd, we currently have Toronto Parent Party, which means...
In 1st place, Diamond Club. We miss Wabbit because of the old guy knowledge. You're not missing him that much. There's not a lot of old guy knowledge in what happened this year. So...
But we do miss him.
We do miss him. We do miss him.
I very clearly want to clarify, we do, in fact, miss him.
Yes. But not because of the old guy knowledge, just in general.
Yes.
Dylan says Nolan Arredondo has no trade value. Apparently he has quite a bit of trade value. He just refuses to get traded to the Houston Astros. All right, let's move on to round number 5. Round number 5 is called We Like Sports. And we don't care who knows. Sorry to those who don't, but this will be a round about sports. Trust me, you'll be able to guess most of them. Here we go. Question number 1. Causing several boyfriends to abandon their partners for at least a week, EA Sports marked a return to what franchise, making it the top-selling game of 2024? This was the franchise's first game since 2013 when it was put on ice due to a class action suit.
You're in the game.
Question number 1 again. Causing several boyfriends to abandon their partners for at least a week, EA Sports marked a return to what franchise, making it the top-selling game of 2024? This was the franchise's first game since 2013 when it was put on ice due to a class action suit.
Are you plugged in? Yeah. All right, ready? 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. I don't play video games no more. I never play video
Legitimately, I don't think I heard from Brody for like a week.
Did Brody say something?
When this game came out?
Oh, when this game came out. Got it. Like, what? Yeah, that's reasonable. That's very much on brand for Brody.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, MK.
That's really funny. Question number 2. Before she was drafted in April by the Indiana Fever, catch it, of the WNBA, where she was named Rookie of the Year, Caitlin Clark set the record as the NCAA Division I all-time leading scorer while attending what school in her hometown of Des Moines?
Hey, Nam, what's your body temperature right now?
I have Indiana Fever. Oh, my Indiana Fever hat is in my car. I should have worn it. Question number 2 again. Before she was drafted in April by the WNBA's Indiana Fever, catch it, where she was named Rookie of the Year, Caitlin Clark set the record as the NCAA Division I all-time leading scorer while attending what school in her hometown of Des Moines?
It is also half an hour until midnight in this list of countries we will read in half an hour that got cut off.
Yeah. Including Niger, which apparently Twitch chat does not like. I wonder why.
People can't tell.
I understand that Twitch users cannot
it says
be trusted
Netherlands
with the name
with
of that
exceptions.
nation.
Are the exceptions like Curacao?
That'd be really fun. Yeah, it's the Netherlands minus Curacao, which...
It is a constituent country of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. It's a legitimate question.
That's not incorrect. Aruba, Jamaica, Jamaica, not Jamaica, but Aruba, Curacao.
The Netherlands. Same amount of time.
Question number 3. A Los Angeles Dodger blew the record book wide open this season by becoming the first 50-50 player in baseball history, scoring 50 home runs and stealing 50 bases. Who is this expectant father? Question 3 again. A Los Angeles Dodger blew the record book wide open this season by becoming the first 50-50 player in baseball history, scoring 50 home runs and stealing 50 bases. Who is this expectant father? Yeah, Joe wrote scoring home runs and I was going to change it to hitting and then I just forgot.
This is for you, non-sports crowd.
I was like, scoring home runs, does that make any sense? I don't think it does. Let me fix that. And then I forgot to do it.
MK asks, he's pregnant.
Actually, she asked, he's pregnant. He's M-preg.
Yeah. A few messages earlier, Dylan had said, IDK, what's with y'all's filters?
I'm sure if you search this player's name into M-preg, you can find images.
That's not a thing I want to wish for the internet, man.
I like that because, yes, I did spell it pregnant on person, but then spelled on purpose wrong.
I assumed that was part of the bit. That feels like a bit MK would just do.
It does. It does. All right, question number 4. After Noah Lyles went viral for chiding them last year, Team USA put together an Avengers team featuring players like Anthony Edwards and Anthony Davis, winning gold at the Paris Olympics, making them the world champions of what sport? No, okay, I also don't want to see the M-preg pics. I'm just saying they probably exist. That's all I'm saying.
It's not a thing I want to wish for the internet.
Question 4 again. After Noah Lyles went viral for chiding them last year, Team USA put together an Avengers team featuring players like Anthony Edwards and Anthony Davis, winning gold at the Paris Olympics, making them the world champions of what sport? The world champions of what? Which, by the way, is an argument that I hate. They're the world champions because the best players in the world come to play in that league.
Yes.
That's all.
Those are all male-sounding names. My guess is so wrong. I don't see gender, so...
Question number 5. The boxing match between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was the most streamed sporting event of 2024, bringing in an average of 108 million viewers. Within 1 year either direction, what is the age difference between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul? Question number 5, again. The boxing match between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was the most streamed sporting event of 2024, bringing in an average of 108 million viewers. Within 1 year, what is the age difference between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul?
But did Jake Paul get to go on an animated adventure with Mike Tyson afterwards?
I also want people to know that when I first started writing this question, all I had in was, what's uglier, Mike Tyson's ass or Jake Paul's The Everything About Him? And the correct answer there was Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, obviously.
Obviously. Joe, I'm a little worried we're going to be done so early that we're going to have like 20 minutes of post-show.
Honestly, I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with that. Just think we were trying to move quickly. I was trying to move quickly to get to those like right moments, and I was like, "Oh, I think actually this is set up to be 2 hours long and I don't need to rush."
Yeah, I mean, like, we've still got two more questions in this round.
Yeah, plus time, yeah, it'll be fun.
You have to wish Happy New Year in 25 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
we'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Worst case, this becomes a talk show again.
There we go. It'll be a preview of the next thing. Question number 6. 2024 Olympian Steven Nedorozic, men's artistic gymnastics, and Alona Mar, women's rugby sevens, both brought bronze medals back to the U.S. Before making it to the finals of what competition series where they eventually lost to Joey Graziadei? I did not look up how to pronounce Graziadei because I don't care.
This one we didn't have a pronunciation guide for.
No, because we wrote it ourselves. And by we, I mean mostly me with Joe's prompting. It was a good prompt. You were absolutely right for this to be the
Yeah,
question.
this one was me pitching an idea and a half, and you saying I can work with this.
Yeah. I also didn't realize I put in for myself to say both brought bronze back. That's can't believe I did that to myself. I have nobody to blame but me. 2024 Olympians Steven Nedorozic and Ilona Mara both brought bronze medals back to the U.S. before making it to the finals of what competition series where they eventually lost to Joey Graziadei.
I was talking to my sister the other day, and I said, not every family can have an older sibling that's a social media sensation and a younger sibling that plays rugby. And then I just walked away.
I will say, Joe originally wanted to write this clue to clue Ilona Mara, and I was like, I don't think we can do that.
Look, it's not reasonable for me to expect girl dinner out of anyone, but Olivia Marr is an icon, and I just need people to recognize that.
Yeah.
Bless up girl dinner.
We could have made it a spelling question to get Nedorozic.
That feels mean.
Which, by the way, even I spelled wrong like 3 times before I went to the Wikipedia page. I was like, oh, it's an O there, not an E. The first O I thought was an E. Yeah. All right. Question number 7. Led by co-founder Phil Knight, what sportswear company replaced CEO John Donahoe by pulling former executive Elliot Hill out of retirement and appointing him as the new CEO in what some have seen as a major victory? Question 7 again. Led by co-founder Phil Knight, what sportswear company replaced CEO John Donahoe by pulling former executive Elliot Hill out of retirement and appointing him as the new CEO in what some have seen as a major victory? That is going to be all the questions for round number 5. So you're going to have just around 2 minutes here to submit your answers for round number 5. We're going to put the questions back on the screen here and put that 2-minute timer up on the clock. So you got 2 minutes here to submit your answers.
Should I start grading round 4 too? I say as though I haven't already started grading round 4.
Yes. That's how it's set up. We set it up this way specifically. I know you don't remember. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been.
Hello. Hi. Do you want to go to a party with me? No. The game's on. Oh, I almost forgot. I'll be right there.
By the way, we're currently at $100 into our personal goal of a $300 final for donations. I think we hit around 200 last year, so I think maybe 250. I think we've raised our goal every year, 200, then 250, and now 300. And so I'm hoping we match that one. But the team goal is $10,446, I believe, and we're currently at $1,435 of that. Plenty of time left throughout the day. Obviously, a lot more people are going to be donating this evening. But once again, bang donate in the chat. I will do that right now. Bang donate in the chat to get to the link. dcstreamathon.org/speakeasy to donate money for the kids.
That's the real threat, MK.
Donate or die straight, yeah. MK still is our leading donor with $55. We also have Ren Aigu donated $5 and RG donated $40. So thank you to everybody for the donations. That's where we got to our $100. Please donate more if you can. And if you can't,
please
support in whatever way you can.
It's for the kids.
By the way, Dylan says, I can't help but notice the difference in difficulty between these and then knowing the scientific name for a fly. I bet you if I went to Jimmy, who wrote that round, and read him this round, he would get the 4 points you got on that round.
Time's up.
That is time up. That is correct. Time is up. So if you've not submitted your answers, get them in right now, as we are going to give you answers in just a moment. Joe is grading right now. I want to be clear, this is wrong.
Which one?
The last...
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Fair enough.
And I was trying to see how we phrase the question.
Yeah. Well, that's a different thing. Cool. All right. Before I give you round 4 and 5 answers, actually, I think Joe gives round 4 answers.
I give round 4 answers.
Yes. But before we do that, where'd this go? What's this? There we go. Hey, if you're enjoying tonight's quiz and you want to see more from us, follow at Speakeasy Quiz on Twitter for now, I guess. We don't have a blue sky. I have a blue sky. Joe has a blue sky, but the quiz does not have a blue sky because the quiz has not been around in the blue sky era. And subscribe to us for whatever comes next. Yep. YouTube.com/SSJKuhan, Twitch.tv/SpeakeasyPubQuiz. That is where you will go to find whatever comes next. We do have ideas and thoughts, and we're hoping to continue with those ideas and thoughts to do something, although we have been saying that for, I believe, 3 years. Hey, an anonymous donor just donated $100. Thank you to anonymous donor for donating $100 for the children of SSM Cardinal Glennon and St. Louis Children's Hospital. That's awesome. Really appreciate it. All right, first up, round 4 answers.
Yep. So round 4 was a little sad. It was our celebrity death round for the year. So we gave you pictures of human beings who died in the last year, and you told us who they were. So number 1 was Jimmy Carter, James Earl Carter. He passed away at the tail end of the year.
Truly, while we were writing the quiz, I truly had to put Jimmy Carter into this round, like in the middle of writing quiz. He passed away like 2 days ago.
But must be Mr. President. Number 2 is Dame Maggie Smith. One of the teams asked that we didn't give you points if you didn't say Dame Maggie Smith. But we will unfortunately just take her given name.
We will. If you also didn't say President Jimmy Carter, because that's also a title you have for your whole life. You can't have it both ways.
Question number 3, the namesake of the James Earl Jones Theater, among many other accolades, that was the late James Earl Jones.
Can't believe we lost the 2 most famous James Earls in the same year.
Is that the reason you wrote the answers like this?
It absolutely is not. I actually thought about putting in James Earl Carter for Jimmy Carter, and then I was like, I'll just make the joke live.
Yeah, that's fair. Number 4 was Richard Simmons. Number 5 was Bob Newhart. Number 6, Shannon Doherty. And number 7, the late Liam Payne. Rest in peace to everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. All sad, some sadder than others.
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter was 100, Liam Payne was 30. That's,
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Round 5 answers. Round 5 was our sports round, which was very easy if you know anything about sports, and maybe slightly less easy if you don't know a lot about sports. Question number 1. That EA Sports franchise that was the top-selling video game of 2024 was NCAA EA College Football 25. Technically not NCAA. They don't have that license anymore. But as long as you said something that meant college football, you got the point. Don't worry.
Yeah. The friend we referred to earlier is one of the moderators of the college football subreddit.
That's correct.
So did not hear from him for a week.
Yeah, reasonable. That would be really funny if we were trying to schedule a D&D game the week EA College Football 25 came out.
I think he specifically said we're not scheduling D&D because
I think that's
EA
true.
College
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be NCAA, but the most recent one was EA College Football 25. All right. Before she was drafted in April by the Indiana Fever, catch it, Caitlin Clark set the record as the NCAA Division I all-time leading scorer while attending the University of Iowa. Not Iowa State. Iowa State is in Ames, Iowa. It's in the Quad Cities. It is where Indiana Pacers point guard Tyrese Halliburton went, but not where Indiana Fever point guard.
Are you an Indiana basketball fan?
I love Indiana basketball. I'm also a student of Indiana University, so I'm also a fan of Indiana University basketball. Any Indiana basketball team. My parents are alums of Indiana State University, so I'm a fan of that team too. Yeah, technically not Iowa University, but the one team that said Iowa University said Iowa University / University of Iowa, so we're going to be nice. Question number 3. And a Los Angeles Dodger blew the record book wide open this season by becoming the first 50-50 player in baseball history. He hit 50 home runs and stole 50 bases. And his name is Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani. Joe and I got in an argument over this question, and I was right.
This is true.
Moving on. Question number 4. After Noah Lyles went viral for chiding them last year, Team USA put together an Avengers team featuring players like Anthony Edwards and Anthony Davis winning gold at the Paris Olympics, making them world champions of what sport? There were also players like Stephen Curry and LeBron James. They were the world champions of basketball. Question number 5. Boxing match between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul is the most streamed sporting event of 2024, bringing in a lot of viewers. That age difference is 30 years, 6 months, and 18 days. So anywhere between 29 and a half and 31 and a half years we gave you. Ren Iger says Olympics don't make you world champion. That's... we can argue until the cows come home about this. It is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Don't worry about it.
No, I mean, you didn't make a point to say men's basketball.
That's true. I didn't make a point to say men's basketball because the women's basketball team was never not Olympic champions. I believe the Team USA women's basketball has never lost in Olympics. I think they've only lost 2 games in the history of the Olympics. Question number 6.
Right there.
Steven Adarazic, Alona Mar both brought bronze medals back to the U.S. before making it to the finals of Dancing with the Stars. Although Nathan's hot dog eating contest is a very good guess. And question number 7, led by co-founder Phil Knight. What sportswear company replaced CEO John Donahoe by pulling former executive Elliot Hill out of retirement and appointing him as the new CEO? And what some have seen as a major victory. The victory was a hint that it is Nike. Also, for the team that said Adidas, the co-founder of Adidas is named Adi Das. That's why it's called Adidas. His name is Adolf Dassler. He's dead, and Phil Knight is not. All right, also Phil Knight's son, because I know who that team is. Phil Knight's son directed Bumblebee, among other. He is also the head of the studio Leica. That's why every Leica movie has a Nike collab, because his dad owns Nike.
It's the best.
It's really funny.
Just like he got a film studio to like make his like anime, also like relying on his dad. It's the best.
It's great. It's great. It's what all Nepo babies should do. Get a bunch of money so the movies you make are just artistic and you don't care about profit motive. Looks like we have 10 minutes till 2025 in a bunch of countries. Let me double check how long this video is. Because if it's longer than 10 minutes, there might be a problem. So let me double check.
Full Nepo baby around when?
Oh, it's 6.5 minutes. We're perfect. All right. So this is round number 6. Round number 6 is our video round. Pay attention to the instructions in the video. Clips will play twice, so the second time they may be shortened. It's just name the movie this time, and the extra number you're going to see is where it ranked in box office gross domestically as of like 2 days ago, because I did not update it after that, but I did update it then. So here we go with round number 6, our video round.
Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Pop, pop, it's showtime.
Who are you? What do you mean? I'm blue.
But you're purple.
Oh, yeah, well, he was colorblind, so...
Who was?
Well, my kid, remember?
What?
Oh, for God's sake, Blue. Of course she doesn't remember. She thinks you're going to eat her. Apologies about him. He's the most adorable train wreck, but a train wreck nonetheless.
Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Oh, they don't know.
Are you saying Santa Claus has been kidnapped? And you think I had something to do with it?
Where is he? Is that him? Jack the Wolf O'Malley meet Callum Drift, commander of the ELF.
The ELF?
Turns out Jack here didn't know what he was doing. Somebody hired him to find the complex, and incredibly, he did.
What did you say to her at the mental institution?
Oh, but Lee, your house was even whiter when I came to visit.
January 13th, 1974, right?
And then when house number 8 was so white, whiter than a fish's throat, whiter than tits, I knew then that the work we were doing was immaculate.
Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. No,
Sir, if we pay
I was never gonna give it free.
over the odds,
What's over the odds?
300 for half a tank and 2 cans.
300 buys you a sandwich. We got ham or cheese.
300 Canadian.
Okay.
the color red, the blue. Woo, shit!
Whoa, 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 whoa. The hell you think you're going, pal?
This United Data Group?
Don't know nothing about that. This is private property and you're trespassing.
I'm going inside. I want to burn it down.
Yeah, that's not happening, buddy. You're not going any fucking where except right the fuck back the way you came.
Do you know what they do here?
Buddy, I'm counting to 3.
1, 2, 3.
I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up!
Come here.
Which one of us?
And they're waking up the rocket. Keep up! Why you mad?
Would you mind signing my book?
We're really gonna play this game?
Yeah, do you have a pen?
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Here we go.
God, I love this book.
Moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air.
What do you mean? I'm blue.
But you're purple.
Oh, yeah, well, he was colorblind, so...
Who was?
Well, my kid, remember?
What?
Oh, for God's sake, Blue.
Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Oh, they don't know. I bet they
Santa Claus has been kidnapped? And you think I had something to do with it?
Where is he? Is that him?
Jack the Wolf O'Malley meet Callum Drift.
wearing Cuban links. Designer mix.
What did you say to her at the mental institution?
Oh, but Lee, your house was even whiter when I came to visit.
January 13th, 1974, right?
Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. No,
300 for half a tank and 2 cans.
300 buys you a sandwich. We got ham or cheese.
300 Canadian.
the color red, the blue. Woo, shit!
Whoa, 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 whoa. The hell you think you're going, pal?
This United Data Group?
Don't know nothing about that. This is private property and you're trespassing.
I'm going inside. I want to burn it down.
Yeah, that's not happening, buddy.
Dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up!
Come here.
Which one of us?
Girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up! Why you mad?
God, I love this book.
So bad. Put your pinky rings
All right, so you technically have 2 minutes, but we have a new year in just over 2 minutes. So you have until that new year gets wished, basically, to submit your answers here for round number 6.
Yeah. Behind the curtain, Naim and I were also talking about Matthew Vaughn. So we're right there with you, gang.
That is correct. That is correct. We're in dangerous territory right now, though, in giving away the answer. But yes. Yeah, I thought it was fun. It wasn't as good as his other movies, but it doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good director.
Yeah. And a fun visual style. I liked it. How do I do this? There we go. Bam. Bam. Yep, so I'm not playing music right now. I don't know what I would play anyway. It's fine. Where's my New Year tracker? There we go. We got about 1 minute and 40 seconds until the New Year in a bunch of places that...
which we will read again in a minute.
Yeah, that somebody's going to drop into the chat in just a minute here so that we can read them out loud.
On the Nepo Baby discussion, 2 of those movies were sons of famous movie people.
I believe you. I honestly, after I've written and edited the round, I completely forget what is any of it.
This is true. It's fascinating.
Yeah, it's just gone. It's gone out of my head because people are like, number 4. Number 4 was this year, and I was like, hey, great question.
Well, like,
what was number 4?
I know Red One was Jake Kasdan. Like, I know factually Red One was Jake Kasdan.
Oh, that's a spoiler. Should we tell AJ4?
Yeah, I did that. Look, our list of European micronations.
European micronations.
With 45 seconds left, just under.
I don't know who Oz Perkins' parent is. So technically your time is up, but I'm not checking times right now. We got 30 seconds until New Year in all of these places. So I'm going to put the countdown up in just a moment here once it gets to 10 on me. Oh, Anthony Perkins, Psychonorm. Okay, cool. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I mean, obviously I know what Psycho is. I know who Norman Bates is. Oh shoot, I missed the time. Oh well, here we go.
3, 2, 1.
No, it's actually 6, 5, 4. They don't know how far off we are. They don't know what our drift is. Happy New Year to Germany, Norway, Switzerland, Austria, France, Spain, Italy, Poland, Netherlands, Nigeria, Sweden, Denmark, Belgium, Tunisia, Croatia, Algeria, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Slovakia, Czechia, Hungary, Morocco, Angola, Chad, Central African Republic, Gabon, Benin, Cameroon, Equatorial Guinea, Albania, Kosovo, Serbia, Slovenia, Niger, regions of Congo, Democratic Republic, Congo itself, Luxembourg, Western Sahara, North Macedonia, Montenegro, and some European micronations. Happy
European micronations.
New Year. Happy New Year to those places.
Happy New Year. Happy 2025.
Happy 2025. You're a few hours ahead of us. We're going to get it in a little bit. But definitely want to wish it to all those places. Happy New Year. And that's the last New Year that we get to wish. So we got one more round. We got answers for round number 6, and then we got one more round after this. So definitely stay tuned for that, and stay tuned after us. I'm not sure off the top of my head who's next. I think it's Leonimus. But I don't have the thing in front of me, and at some point Willie will tell me. So. That's all that matters. It's nice having a person. It's TV's Travis next. Great, and TV's Travis already here, and he told me that he's next.
So we'll throw right to him.
We'll throw right to him. He'll be ready. He'll know. Until then, though, let's do. We didn't use the opportunity that we're supposed to use to make sure scores are right. Did you though?
Let me get in there really quick.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. We'll just give you answers first. Do we do answers first? Probably. Here's answers.
Blame it on the rock, girl, and whiskey. Blame it on the desperation. Girl, I'm on a downhill dive. Judgment on vacation. 2024. Been here before. We gon' do this shit again. Like it's so. Break it down. It's fine. It's cool. I could keep my cool, just seems so unfair. If I cannot dance with you.
Oh, yeah. So number 1 was If. Number 2, directed by Jake Kasdan, is Red 1. Number 3, directed apparently by Oz Perkins, is Long Legs. Brandon says, how much to cut my hair live? $1,000. Split evenly between me and the kids. Number 4, that is Civil War. Civil War came out in 2024. It might have been like a festival or something in 23, but wide release 24. Number 5, The Beekeeper. Number 6, that is Challengers.
Is this Dune?
Number 7 is Argyle. You can kind of see that the cat's thing is Argyle colored or Argyle patterned, and then also when the guy asked to get the book signed, you could see the word Argyle on it, and I had to blur that out, and I think I did a good job.
Wait, I thought you said these were all original.
Really? We did a whole conversation. Yes, Argyle, based on the book by Taylor Swift. Civil War, by the way, premiered on March 14th at South by. So it did indeed premiere this year. There were a couple of movies that I didn't include that were original that technically grossed more this year but came out last year. So I didn't want to do those, like Migration, for example, grossed more this year than Argyle did, for example, but it came out last year. So, all right. It came out in April, wide release. It was March at South by. Yeah. Cool. Then let's do a quick standings check as of round 6. There's one more round after round 6, but it's time for a round 6 standings check. Right now, in last place, it is Reference Error. What? Hold on. What's the problem? What did I do? What mistake did I make? Array result was not expanded because it would overwrite data in G7.
G7.
Well, G7 is that thing. Well, and this is they swapped these. I'll give them that. That's fine. That's just a mistake. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna break this sheet for future use, and I'll have to remember that I did that. Cool. Right now in 8th place, it is Bobbers.
Moving up the table, we have Casey in 7th.
In 6th, Wonder Realm, Fuma.
Up in 5th, we have Desmo.
In 4th, Robotnik Fan Club.
In 3rd, we currently have Toronto Parent Party.
In 2nd, Nolan Arredondo.
Which means in 1st, we have Diamond Club, still missing Wabbit Magic.
Still missing Wabbit Magic. Still in our hearts. Gone but not forgotten. All right. That's going to do it for that standings check. We got one last round. It's another 14-point round. It is our random knowledge round. Since the next time zone to hit midnight covers the United Kingdom, this is a random knowledge round. This random knowledge round is all about 2024 in the UK. And now I should double check to make sure. It is the next time zone hit, right?
It is.
It is.
Yeah,
I was pretty sure.
European micronations.
That's true. I was pretty sure, but I was like, God, did I do this wrong?
Yeah, European micronations, and then the UK is next.
Yeah. Yes, next time zone is indeed London, England time. Great. I was right.
Cool.
I was right. Okay.
That's meantime.
Great. You have odds on this one, right?
Yeah, I have
Great.
odds. Number 1. Blowing up on TikTok this month, the biopic Better Man was released in UK cinemas, detailing the life of US relative unknown and UK megastar Robbie Williams. What was significant about Williams' appearance in the film?
Yes, Ireland as well. That is true. Lots of places, but the UK is one of those places. We didn't say only the UK. We said it includes the UK.
Yes. It covers the United
Or are you saying Robbie Williams is an Ireland megastar? Because, yeah, he's a star in plenty of Europe, just nobody knows him in the US.
Question number 1 again. Blowing up on TikTok this month, the biopic Better Man was released in UK cinemas, detailing the life of US relative unknown and UK megastar Robbie Williams. What was significant about Williams' appearance in the film? Also note the use of the term cinemas.
Yes.
Instead of theaters.
I think I did that subconsciously.
Right. We also do it when we write association football questions. We'll say like sides.
Yeah. Well, that I feel like we do consciously. This I think we did unconsciously. I think I did this unconsciously.
Yes, I'm just saying it's consistent with the established style guide.
Yeah, for sure. There's no colors without U's in this round, are there?
Let me check. Is enduring spelled with a U?
Question number 2. Joe took their phone off of silent and suddenly is getting a lot of messages.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, there's a U in Labour here. 2 political points. In July, the Labour Party won the United Kingdom's general election in a landslide, elevating what man to that country's prime minister and ending the tenure of what other man, the former leader of the Tories. This is a 2-point question. We need 2 answers here, 1 point for each answer. So if you only know 1, that's fine, but if you know both, you get 2 points. Once again, question number 2, 2 political points. In July, the Labour Party won the UK's general election in a landslide, elevating what man to that country's prime minister and ending the tenure of what other man, the former leader of the Tories. Ireland is not in the UK, and I never said that. I don't think anybody said that. Northern Ireland is in the UK. It's the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Ireland is near the UK. I will not allow Cillian Murphy to kick my ass. Never heard of Northern Ireland. Hey, fair enough. Hey, you know what? Fair enough. The north of Ireland is occupied by the UK. I agree.
Yeah. We'll take that take.
We still have time to unify Ireland before the new year. We got 49 minutes to unify Ireland before the new year. You are correct.
Let's go. Speaking of North Irish occupation, 2 Gossip Girl points. Nicola Coughlan appeared in 2 television programs this year, headlining the 3rd season of a Netflix original and appearing in the Christmas special of a BBC Disney Plus co-production. Name both shows. Because she was also on Dairy Girls. Question number 3 again is worth 2 Gossip Girl points. Nicola Coughlan appeared in 2 television programs this year, headlining the 3rd season of a Netflix original and appearing in the Christmas special of a BBC/Disney Plus co-production. Name both shows.
Nicola Coughlan has definitely heard of Robbie Williams. The way I've described Robbie Williams actually as the British Justin Timberlake is what he is. He was in a boy band, he broke out of that boy band, became a megastar outside of that boy band.
Now I want to see... Yeah,
Better
I want
Man?
to see that movie.
We said Better Man in the question.
Yeah. I just want to see the Justin Timberlake version.
Oh, the Justin Timberlake version of Better Man?
Yeah.
With the same conceit?
with the exact same conceit.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
Unless that's just Trolls.
4. No, 3. Right, World Tour.
Trolls.
Yeah. Trolls 3 is kind of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question number 4. In August, high demand for a 2025 reunion tour drove prices sky high, leading the UK's government to announce a probe into the dynamic pricing practices of what company? Question number 4 again. In August, high demand for a 2025 reunion tour drove prices sky high, leading the UK's government to announce a probe into the dynamic pricing practices of what company? By the way, we're still at $200 of our goal of 300. Would love to hit that goal of 300. I'm gonna hit bang donate again in the chat. If you want to help out the Extra Life campaign, help out the kids, which actually I just realized that we say extra-life all lowercase, which is technically wrong by their style guide, so I hope they don't get mad at us. I read their style guide yesterday.
Look, if we were like checking style guides, we would have been doing that a week ago.
I wasn't even on purpose. I read their style guide to make sure that this was right, the bar up top, and it didn't help me. I figured it out a different way, but I also happened to read their style guide while doing that. So.
Right. Question 5 is a 3-pointer. Throughout this year, 2 members of the British royal family took time off public appearances due to issues with chronic illnesses. For a point apiece, name both royals and their common diagnosis. Des says, love a good style guide. Same, buddy. Same.
It very specifically says, remember, we are extra capital E, life capital L, not extra life one word or extra dash life all lowercase, which is exactly what we did.
Oops.
Oh well.
Also, like, we're saying it like this is some strange thing. Naim and I will like straight up just read brand documents in our.
I used to
spare
get
time.
paid to do it. That was nice.
Yeah. Question number 5 again is a 3-pointer. Throughout this year, 2 members of the British royal family took time off public appearances due to issues with chronic illnesses. For a point apiece, name both royals and their common diagnosis. Brand documents are like surprisingly cathartic though, because it's like, okay, there is a reason they're like trying to do all of these things.
Yeah.
My boss has an opinion on the font that we're using in our style guide.
Sure.
And it's like, yeah, that's a good opinion to have. Font's terrible.
Hey, there we go. I fixed it. Yeah, a number of car companies changed their branding while I was at the dealership, which was only 6 months. But like 3 of the 8, no, I think like maybe 5 of the 8 changed while I was there or right before I got there. So it was great timing for me specifically as somebody who likes to read brand documents.
Unsurprisingly, the 2 people who host trivia love brand documents.
There we go. Here. Question number 6. Question number 6. Glaswegian businessman Billy Cool came under fire in February when an interactive event advertised with poorly generated AI art and scripts left guests incensed. Upon which property was this unlicensed experience based? This I thought was last year. I could not believe this was this year. I looked so much to be like, was there another one last year too? Nope, just this year. Question 6 again. Glaswegian businessman Billy Cole came under fire. I didn't do that on purpose, Curtis LaRock. I appreciate it. Billy Cole came under fire in February when an interactive event advertised with poorly generated AI art and scripts left guests incensed. Upon which property was this unlicensed experience based? By the way, incensed also not on purpose. Just a lot of puns made by mistake. I would have sworn up and down this happened in November of last year.
I could see that. Like, it's clearly not true, but...
Yeah, right? Yeah. Oops, all puns. Yeah. I was looking for another word other than incensed, and I was like, incensed is a good enough word. And then I realized now, coal, under fire, incensed, all together.
Unlicensed.
I think I realized incensed looks a lot like licensed, so I was like a little worried about that word choice, but it's also the right word. People were incensed.
Yeah. On to question 7, the final question of the evening. We will read this twice as always. It's time for our annual Google Trends question. We'll give you a category. You just tell us which term was the most searched in that category in the UK in 2024, according to Google Trends. Category A is sporting events. Category B is films. Category C is TV shows. And category D is musicians. Question 7 again. It's time for the annual Google Trends question. We'll give you a category. You just tell us which term was the most searched for in that category in the UK in 2024, according to Google Trends. Category A is sporting events. Category B is films. Category C is TV shows. And category D is musicians.
I was worried about our timing, Joe, and we're going to hit it spot on. All right, you have 3 minutes. Oh, that's not. You don't have 6 minutes. You have 3 minutes. I don't know how this became 5.5. I put in the number 3. Oh no, I put in 3:33 somehow. There we go.
Funny.
All right, well, you got 3 minutes now for all the answers that are all up on the screen. All the questions are up on the screen right now. You got 3 minutes to submit your answers. Let me find this real quick. There we go. I do want to peel back the curtain and tell everyone that this round is a British round because the last question, normally it's US trends or global trends, and those sucked this year. And the UK trends were much better for me. So I just decided, what if we did the whole round as a UK round? And Joe was like, I was like, that's a dumb idea. And Joe was like, no, let's do it.
It was really funny. I wrote a question unconsciously based on another question Nime wrote.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. Yeah, well, cause what's funny is I'd written question 2 already. And then I wrote, and then when I was writing question 2, I was like, oh, this is a perfect, easy question. And then I was writing question 7, and I was like, oh no, the US and global trends suck. Like, the UK, does that make sense? And I was like, well, I can make it make sense, because when we're done, we're half an hour from UK, you know, the UK New Year.
Yeah.
But anyway, it ended up working out pretty well.
I learned a lot about the House of Lords. I'm not sure that I'm happier with that knowledge, but I definitely gained it.
Asking for pay, A-list to faceless, everybody plays, roll the dice, it's always snake eyes, mate. Racist beef, cakes and tea, all go together like do-re-mi. The hills are alive with the sound of music, gyro checks and schools that creak. Soon we're all gonna be moving east, Delhi and Beijing, make some room please, and the empire strikes back. But them sides are packed, save your seats, till then we just make the darkest beats. Create your parties and rave on our streets. Is Britain great? Well hey, then ask me, but it's where I live and why my heart beats. God save the queen.
Oh my god, what did we do?
Sorry, I'm trying to make it easier to see everything at once. Although we do get a scoring break here, so maybe we shouldn't be...
I like that we're like actively scoring in the background while...
Hey, there we go. All right. I was a little worried that there were going to be no correct answers on numbers on a certain question. But at least we got some.
shootout, so we lose. Here with the dog, all beat for your god after Moscow pub is curry and kebab. Ha, and the weather's so crap, but still we sunbathe with the rain on tap. Try and make the best of what's bad. That's why we wave the flag.
Hey, they got it spot on.
63 million screaming fans. All for a green and pleasant land.
That's funny.
All for a mean and pleasant land.
Time is up, by the way. If you've not submitted your answers yet, get them in now. And we're going to take a quick scoring break here as well. Yeah, that's it.
I was worried it'd be something about the national budget, and I'd be SOL.
All right, scoring break now.
I like the universe, but she messes with my words. I'm not talking planets or galaxies, and the distance just makes it worse. I know what you're thinking, this probably sounds rehearsed. So let's give it up for the new year. To this party, or to have you slightly confused. Now that our things are divided, she refuses to speak, and I'm drifting asleep at the wheel. Liquids, powders, and pills, not quite taken against my will. Taste tests of girls from all over the world who refuse to accept my excuses. She put up with so much of my madness and my self-abuse. She would tend to my wounds and fill me with food when I'd stumble and drunk for breakfast. She was right to take off before she was consumed. So let's give it up for the new year. To this party, or to have you slightly confused. Now that our things are divided, she refuses to speak, and I'm drifting asleep at the wheel. So let's give it up for the new year. To this party, or to have you slightly confused. Now that our things are divided, she refuses to speak. I'm drifting asleep.
Let's give it up for the new year. All right, we are all scored up. So we're going to give you round 7 answers in the final standings here, and I think we have just enough time to do that and then give it over to TV's Travis. Theoretically, I think we're still making sure he's ready, but once he's ready, then he's ready. Here are the answers for round number 7.
Question number 1 again, blowing up on TikTok this month. Better Man was released earlier this month in UK cinemas about Robbie Williams. What was significant about his appearance in the film? He was a chimpanzee?
Yeah, he was a chimp.
Is that right?
Yeah. He's a CGI chimp. He also plays himself as a CGI chimp.
This movie is weird.
Question number 2, two political...
But also not dissimilar to Trolls 4.
2 political points. In July, the Labour Party won the UK's general election, elevating Keir Starmer to the Prime Minister and ending the tenure of Rishi Sunak. First words with Captain Fubar. I don't think I would have given you
Question
just
number 3,
CG.
two gossip
So
girl.
you
Sorry, what?
needed chimp or monkey or something.
Yeah. Question number 3. 2 Gossip Girl points. Nicola Coughlan appeared in 2 television programs this year. The Netflix original was Bridgerton, and the BBC/Disney Plus co-production was Doctor Who.
Here we go. Question number 4. That 2025 reunion tour that drove prices sky high led into a probe of the dynamic pricing practices of Ticketmaster/Live Nation. Either one was fine.
Pretty sure that band's going to break up again before the tour, too.
Oh, certainly.
Question number 5 is a 3-pointer. Throughout this year, 2 members of the British royal family took time off public appearances. They were the King, King Charles III, and the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton. And they were both diagnosed with different forms of cancer.
That is sad because they are people.
I think that sentence is fair.
Question number 6. Glaswegian businessman Billy Cole came under fire in February when an interactive event advertised with poorly generated AI art and scripts left guests incensed. It was based on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. We accepted any variant of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka, anything like that. So as long as you said something with Wonka related, you get the point there. And yeah, that was this year. I also can't believe it.
And closing out the night, it's time for the annual Google Trends question. We'll give you a category. You tell us which term was the most searched in the UK in 2024. Sporting events, we were looking for the Euros. For films, we were looking for Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. For TV shows, we were looking for Baby Reindeer. And for musicians, the aforementioned but not aforenamed Oasis.
I'm not surprised people didn't get Beetlejuice or Baby Reindeer. I am surprised people didn't get Oasis. Oasis was very gettable. It's the UK. But I get it. I understand. And maybe we should have put more hints in there. Hey, thank you everybody for quizzing. Please support the kids. DCStreamathon.org. Time for our final standings, and then we will kick it over to TV's Travis. We're going to go through these very quickly so that TV's Travis can start. We're supposed to give it right now. So in last place with 5 points, Bobbers.
Moving up the table, we have Casey with 6 points.
In sixth place with 28 points, Wonder Realm Fuma.
In fifth place, we have Desmo with 33.
In fourth place with 42 points, Robotnik Fan Club.
In third place with 44, we have Nolan Arredondo.
In second place with 45, very, very tight there between second and third, Toronto Parent Party.
And currently at the top of the table, at the end of the game, with 50 points, we have Diamond Club.
Diamond Club! Congratulations to Diamond Club. Thank you to everybody for playing. We will be back next year, and maybe we'll be back sometime in the year with more things, but we'll be back next New Year's. Always we're here for New Year's Eve, as long as we get a message from Willie, which I'm sure we will, because he likes us. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Thank you so much for watching. And that's it for us for the year. And now it's time to raid TV's Travis. Let me make sure that's doing that right. There we go. Perfect. And if you're on DCStreamathon.org, you're already watching TV's Travis in any moment. So thank you so much. Love you guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Great. We're still live, technically. We'll stay live for another minute or two. Yeah, Willie says it's a Streamathon tradition. We got to have you back. So I'm sure we'll be back we'll be back every year until we get sick of it, which I doubt we will. Or unless, our future partners are like, no, I want you for those
hours. For some reason, I don't foresee us dating someone that's just you can't do this weird internet thing for 2 hours.
For 2 hours. Yeah, exactly. There's no reasonable reason for us to not be able to do this unless there's a situation. Again, actually, because there's been
the reasonable reason that happened last year is I was watching an infant.
Yeah. Or whatever. That's the thing, right? As long as I can do it, we can do it.
Yeah. Like last year, I was watching an infant, but we still wrote questions. We still
Yes.
had a game.
Yep.
2 years before that, like I hosted from Vegas. Like we're gonna.
Oh, it's Dylan's and MK's anniversary today. Congratulations to Dylan and MK. Love you so much.
Congratulations to MK. We love you guys.
Yeah, like I'm in St. Louis, and like truly, I wouldn't like. I got a new laptop this month, and I would not have wanted to run this off my old laptop, but I would have probably made the plan to be like, I guess I'm only going to be in St. Louis for a few days and get right back to Chicago to make sure that the quiz starts. But anyway, I was able to run it off of this computer. My cousin has 2 monitors that I was able to use, so it works out. All right, well, I forgot to do the outro video. Anyway.
That's fine. We were tight on time.
Love you guys. Here's the outro video, and then we're going to log off the stream. Bye.
Bye.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.